get on here and make a short video. So currently we are on our way back from Charleston.
Yeah, so another morning of waking up at about 5 o'clock, around 5 o'clock to get ready and hop on the road to go there.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, it's like an hour drive for us. So hopped on the road to Charleston and we came down here to get an ultrasound. So we're on now day 6 of my shots. We've added a shot yesterday. We had an ultrasound actually day before yesterday, which all went good. And
actually, we added the shot the day before yesterday.
Yes.
Because it was
after the ultrasound.
Right.
So what happened was, see, today is now Monday. We went down to Charleston, did the ultrasound. This was after I'd been on 2 shots. The timings would change around a little bit, and went down for an ultrasound to see how follicles were doing, and got down here. Everything looks great. We had some starting to mature. So that evening, got a phone call and said, hey, let's add in this shot. And the shot she added in is actually a good shot. It basically makes sure that, you know, as your follicles mature and stuff, it makes sure that you don't release any eggs too soon. So since then, been taking that. Today, went back down for another ultrasound, and we have more follicles and more mature eggs. And it's like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So
I will post pictures right here so that you can see. I'm sure you see right in this area where there are right in this area there are follicles, and it kind of looks like if you grab a bulb of garlic and just kind of cut it in half.
You should put that up too.
I'll put here's the garlic bulb and here's the follicles.
So it's gonna be like boom, boom.
Okay, there we go. So yeah, so as you can tell, they are. I'm not sure if you know what to compare it against, but they are larger, or they are enlarged. So that's definitely a good thing, because the size helps identify the maturity of the follicles, which the more mature, the more likely that the egg will drop in them and things of that nature. So she's the nurse, or nurse-to-be. Nursing student.
There we go. Yeah.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. So yeah, we're looking at probably by Friday we'll probably have some stuff doubled up. So now what I do is I wait until my doctor calls me. I had to get some labs done, so I wait till after my doctor calls me, and they will determine if, hey, we need to make some moves, or we're still in a waiting game, or this is what you do next. So we find all of that out kind of like on a daily basis. She'll kind of give me instructions, or he will give me instructions for like this evening and possibly tomorrow. I might have another ultrasound Wednesday if we're not on the road traveling to get some stuff done. So it all really just depends.
Right. So we talked about, you know, what all we've had going as far as, like, you know, the shots and the medicine. So now you're on what, 9 pills a day?
Yes.
And we're now at 3 shots per day as well.
Yes.
So you added one more shot. How does that shot differ from the others, like as far as feeling for you? Because I'm sure there's some individuals that are listening in that want to know kind of like how it feels, how the shots feel. Is it something that's scary, or is it fine? Like how what's going on with that?
Okay, so what I have is, for my shots, I do like endermal needles, and what those are is the smallest gauge needle that you can do. The next smallest to that, I kind of use like a 28. That's super small. So the good news is when it sticks me in the stomach, it doesn't hurt. And to give you an idea, it's kind of like an insulin size needle. The first two, which were to help my follicles mature, those 2 shots, which I'm still taking, one of them burns.
When you say burns, is it like you're on fire burning, or is it like a stinging burn?
It's like a stinging burn. If you've ever had to get something numb on your skin, like you're about to, you go to the doctor's office, they're like, oh, hey, we're going to do like a little biopsy, we're going to do, numb you up a little bit. That shot that they give you, it kind of feels like that because it has like this stinging sensation. That's kind of how it feels, but I can feel it as it travels kind of inside, so it's like, oh God. But then we also have another shot that's given to me, and that one doesn't sting as bad, and then this new one is the one that kind of helps slow down or make sure that the follicles the eggs aren't released too soon. That one, it doesn't sting. It kind of itches a little bit though. I will say this, by the time I get through getting all 3 of those, feel a little nauseated. That's a normal side effect. But nothing major, no major side effects for me. I do feel tired a lot. And it was funny because today we were looking at the measurements of everything, and I was like, oh, so that's why I feel so heavy. So my pelvic floor is kind of heavy right now.
So you feel you feel heavier or kind of bloated, or?
I feel it's like bloating. It's almost like, you know how you guys, this is gonna sound terrible. So you know how like sometimes you got like you have this bowel movement. If y'all are gonna learn, I have no filter. So when you have you feel really full and you gotta have like a bowel movement, but it's not like the upper part of the stomach, it's like the bottom part, and you be like, oh dang, I really gotta go. Okay, so is that without the I have to go? It's just the full feeling that's just settling there, and it's like, oh God, I don't have to go, but I feel really, really full.
Gotcha. So that's pretty much how she's feeling throughout the process. Like we, of course, as we shared in other videos, life is still rolling along. So she has finals this week, actually in 2 days, if I'm not mistaken. And yes. So we're kind of in this toss-up game of, will she actually get to take her finals on Friday, or will we have to travel for the egg retrieval? So today, everything with the ultrasound and the lab work, it will help us more readily identify the time frame that we're looking at for the egg retrieval. So it may be Friday, maybe Monday, or it may be somewhere in between. So we're really playing that waiting game, and just going through the process. Like I said, still doing life and all, and like driving down. Typically, it's a smooth ride, and I say typically, it just depends. It's a smooth and easy ride and things like that. But as I'm going to post this in this video as well, on the way back, like it's a complete rainstorm. Like I don't know if lightning just now flashed or not.
Did.
Okay. So it's not raining. It's not raining as much now. But we're still having to drive through storms. Like life is still happening, and I just say that to continue to encourage anyone that's considering this journey and things like that. That life does have to roll on, and without going too deep into it, sometimes you have to drive through storms and things like that. So it's not a completely sunny journey the whole time, but realizing that there's purpose in going through it. There's purpose at the end. There's a reward at the end, and that reward it'll actually be a new chapter in life. So
Preacher.
It's well worth it. I have to say what I have to say.
I thought you said you wasn't going too deep.
I'm not, because I can open up the word and we can dive real deep.
We can go real deep, but I thought you wasn't going. You went kind of deep. That wasn't shallow.
That was kiddie pool deep.
That was kiddie pool
That
deep.
was kiddie pool deep.
That's scary.
But anyway, I just want to encourage you guys, whoever it is that's considering, or just to let those individuals know that are surrounded by people that are going through this journey or considering the journey as well. It can be an emotional ride, so just understand and keep that in mind as well. So that was it.
You sure?
No, but you probably won't take it over before I.
Okay,
I
so
get really deep.
so let's go back to these finals, like, for a second. Like, I have finals this weekend. Like, it's so crazy because I have med surg finals, I have mental health finals, I also have I've also taken up a minor in psychology, and I have like a video presentation I'm supposed to do. I totally need to talk to my teacher about. And I have another pharmacology. I have pharmacology finals this weekend. And I have no idea if I'm going to be in Charleston to take any of it.
Right. So, life
Life is happening. And we're still working full time, buddy.
Yeah. So, which is definitely good because we have to pay for this whole thing. So
You do have to pay for it.
yeah. So we're still doing life, and so I'll just kind of give you guys this tidbit. On Tuesdays, pretty much every Tuesday, I have something that I'm involved in. On certain Tuesdays, I lead a men's group, men's small group, and we gather together in each other's homes and talk about the Word of God and life. We do eat every time. Anyway, the other Tuesdays, we have another men's group, and it's basketball. So we share the word, and then we play some ball. So yesterday was Tuesday, and that was the second day for that third shot. And Gheilescia, she's not doing the shots on her own. I'm actually giving her the shot. So
And it's so funny because I stab everybody else. I just don't want to stab myself.
So there's a specific time for one of these shots, and I mentioned that in the video prior also. But this shot, it was required to go down at 8 o'clock. So I'm playing basketball, and game ended, and I'm like running off the court. Hey guys, I gotta go get my wife shots, and I'm a little upset with myself about it. The way I said it, because I'm like, I gotta go get my wife shots. Like, I don't know, it sounded like I had a puppy at home or something like that. And I'm like, oh yeah, she gotta get her shots. But anyway, yeah. So in this, in all that, I go back to say, still have these other things going on, but since this is a priority, wanted to make sure that I put everything on pause, come give her shots, not like a puppy, and then I've resumed playing basketball, which I am extremely out of shape. So
You said like a puppy, and I thought about Coming to America.
Oh,
Remember?
no.
Remember when she's like,
The movie is not recommended.
no, not at all. But I remember this movie from childhood, man. she just, that's what I thought about. I'm like, queen, puppy, how's that all roll? Sorry.
Yeah, so not to steer you away from it, I'm just saying don't take that as a recommendation to watch the movie.
But that is what I thought of.
Wow. So she's not a puppy. She's my lovely wife. But anyway,
Jesus.
yeah. So again, finding that balance of the importance of what we have going on, the investment that we've decided to make, and I'm not talking about financially. I'm talking about just the investment in general. you know, that we decided to make with time and with decisions and things like that.
The investment in these babies.
Yeah.
We can look at them and say, you was born on purpose. Like, of course, God had a purpose for you anyway, so you was always born on purpose. You're never an accident. But to be able to look and say, you was on purpose in our mind and definitely on God's mind. Like, you was on purpose, double purpose. Like, you better act right. That's what I'm going to tell them when they come out crying. I'm like, you better act right. Just saying, I'm gonna say you better act right. I'm not dealing with this. You know what we've been through? Okay. You better quit crying.
Okay, you gonna do your head like that too?
I am. I'm gonna tell you just like this.
Listen, the way that you doing that looks like an old 70s show or 80s show. Like, you old jive. I'm the cool cat, right? Yeah, that's.
I'm just saying, I'm the oldest one in the whole house. Why not?
She is.
You know, it is.
I'm not gonna argue with that.
He's still a little wet behind the ears. I am not a cougar. Please don't think that, though.
Yeah, she is.
He's only like 2 years younger.
No, see, that margin gets slimmer and slimmer every time.
It is like 2.
I was born in 87. She was born in 84.
Yes, but there is at a point in time when we're only 2 years apart.
No, babe, there's always the same amount of time
in between. Not.
Okay, so if you're a month older than me at various times of the year, you're always only going to be 1 month older than me.
Yeah, but there's that time though when years get like the moment. Yes, there is, because your birthday is in April. So April, May, June, July. So for 3 months, we're only 2 years apart.
Babe, that's not how this works.
That's exactly how this works.
So according to the calendar and math, actually how that works is...
We're not going to talk about the details. We're just keeping it simple. Right now, we're now 3 years apart. But when it comes in April after your birthday, like for instance...
Hey, somebody break down the math for her in the comments. That, hey, remember, she's still my wife. So we not on her head. But just help me out with the math. No,
I need y'all to understand though, when April comes, we're 2 years apart. And the reason for that is because he turns, for instance, next birthday, he's going to turn, how old are you? 35?
You can't tell me anything about age if you don't know how old your husband is. I am 34. I literally just said I'm 34. Babe, listen,
okay, so listen. I'm going to
settle
next year he's going to turn 35, right? And at the time he turns 35, I'll still be 37. All the way up until July. Guess what? That means we are 2 years apart. So for those 3 months, we were 2 years apart. The rest of the months, we're 3 years apart.
There's not a sliding scale on this. There's not. It's
just the fact that you're winter. The point of this whole conversation is I'm the oldest one. You need to learn how to respect your elders. How about that?
How about that? To know the time-space continuum and how it works.
Okay.
So let me explain this to you.
So what?
Let me explain this to you so that you can know.
Just saying,
henceforth, now and forever.
We're 2 years apart at certain times of the year.
No, babe.
So right now we're good.
Babe, let me help you. Let me help you.
They don't care.
Let me help you. We are 2 years, 9 months apart.
So I'm sticking with the 2 years. We are 2 years apart.
I'll settle for that. We can do that.
I won. I felt like I won.
You're always a winner. Hey, I love you guys.
All right, we love you. Thank you for joining us on this amazing journey. Yes. Leave your questions down below. Hit us up, and we'll get back to you.
Later.
Bye.